Welcome to Front Porch Stories, presented by Craig Messer. Back in the hills, down winding roads, and tucked between ridges, there are small towns and quiet hollers where stories live through the people who've called Appalachia home for generations. Around here, history isn't just written in books, it's shared on front porches, at kitchen tables, and in the voices of the folks who've lived it. On this show, we sit down with some of those voices and we hear their memories, the legends, the hard times, the good times, and everything in between. Now, welcome to our front porch. Grab a cold iced tea and let's settle in for another edition of Front Porch Stories. Here's your host, Craig Messer.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Craig. Welcome to another episode of Craig Messer's Front Porch Stories. I'm excited to have a brand new guest with us today. Her name is, I'm going to let her tell you.
My name is Jasmine, and I'm Craig's sister.
She's my sister. Lucky her. I told her she could be on the pod. She knows we're gaining so much fame here. She was hoping to drag on the coattails and
That's it. Yeah.
get some
Take
fame
me with you.
first.
Take me with you to the fame and fortune, Craig.
She wants some of that profit that I'm making from YouTube and the podcast station. So
$5.
$5. All right. So Jasmine, tell us a little about you. What do you do right now?
Well, I'm a customer service representative for a local credit union here in North Carolina. So
do you ever get fun conversations, fun phone calls?
I get fun, I get sad, I get angry, I get it all.
Do you ever act as a therapist for people?
It has happened many times. Yeah. I've talked to people for 30 minutes about problems they've got going on. And I think when someone's able to open up to you about like a financial problem, then it opens the door for everything else, because then they feel the need to explain like how they got in this situation or what happened here and what they're going through. And so you definitely get a lot.
So it's interesting because like in real estate, I've had the same thing. I mean, I've talked to people I talked to this one lady, I'm not going to lie, maybe a full hour. Never met her.
Mm-hmm.
She called about this little piece of property that she never bought. We talked for a full hour and I know everything about her and she just needed to talk and she cried and we prayed and just, you never know who you're going to talk with. Jobs like these, you still can have a huge impact on people and you don't even see it as a type of a ministry, but it kind of totally can be.
Yeah. That's something, I think that's something I've opened up to like a few people even recently where I've questioned on if I'm making a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's something I want to make a difference. It's on my heart to make a difference and to have some type of an impact. And while it might not show up in ways that you would normally see, but it's there. And that's just as basic as praying with somebody on the phone or offering to pray for them or telling them to call in if they need help with something, and like just being there and letting them know that you are there and you care about them as a person.
So something really that seems simple to us can make huge impact on other people.
Absolutely.
Yesterday, I'll just take an example that I go to the post office a lot because I'm started this new hobby where I send mail out to celebrities and hope I get autographs back. Anyway, so I'm at the post office a lot.
Yeah.
And yesterday, so the post office locally here closes at 4:30. I was like pushing it to get there. And I'd already decided, I thought, well, I'll just go to the next one because there's another one not far and it stays open 30 more minutes. So I thought I'll just run over there instead. But no, I went ahead and went to the one that I always go to, 3 minutes to spare. And I get in there and then the person that I always deal with that works there was crying.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to her and prayed with her and she was like, thank you so much. And I'm like, that was a God ordained thing for me to be there at that time because, I'm not going to go into any details about anything, but she needed somebody to talk. She needed somebody to talk to. And I'm thankful that God put me in that position to be there and to be able to talk to somebody because it really does matter. Sometimes you just need somebody to be there. So,
Yeah.
um, tell us, Jasmine, about maybe talk about some of your hobbies. Like, what's something you like to do?
Um, well, recently I've been getting back into painting a little bit.
Yeah,
So, like I painted some little coasters that Dad made.
yeah,
Painted some of those for Mom. I gotta paint some for your lovely wife as well.
yeah. She really needs
So,
them. No,
I've been,
I'm just
I
kidding.
like doing that.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's great.
Um, Besides that, I like to go to Lake Junaluska a lot. And I'll go to
Yeah,
Lake Junaluska and I'll walk or I'll run the loop.
yeah. That's fun. I run a lot. You
Mhm.
can tell. Um, run to the donut shop. Anyway, if any donut shops are watching, you want to sponsor me, I'd be happy to take your sponsorship. I'll even do a live broadcast from your store. That's a good plug there. Um,
Yeah.
I was thinking more of singing, like you've sang your whole life. I want to kind of talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah.
I remember, so if anyone can tell, me and Jasmine look a lot alike. If you can see us on YouTube, we're like twins almost.
Yeah.
No, can I tell this?
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Jasmine was adopted. What she was 3 when she came to our house and adopted at what official? Was you 4? Maybe
I
officially?
was either maybe 4 or 5, I
Yeah, I
think.
mean, but as soon as she was there, I treated her like she was my sister. My brother was mean to her until she was like 25, which she's 24 right now. So that just tells you. No, I'm just kidding.
I have a few more months of him being mean and then I think he'll accept me.
Anyway, so Jasmine, and everybody just kind of knew, like it was never a secret. Like you knew. I mean, it wasn't like
Yeah.
obviously you're that old, you know.
Yeah.
And everybody knew. It was like I said, it was never a thing, never a secret. And we started going to a new church. How old were I was probably 25 or 26 then.
Yeah, I was in middle school. I was in 7th or 8th grade when we started going.
There was a guy at our church, and he we'd been going there probably 2 years already. And
This
he,
was by the time he asked this, I think I was in high school. I was
yeah,
probably a sophomore.
I mean, we had been there. We'd been to this church for a while
Yeah.
by the time he said this. And we were leaving one day, and he grabbed me and he said, if I didn't know better, I'd say she's so pretty, I'd say she's adopted, comparing her to you. And I looked at him and I said, she is adopted. And he was like, no, she's not. I said, yeah, she is. And he almost cried. He said he felt so bad. I'm like, man, it's not a big deal. Like, it's funny. It just hit us hilarious
Yeah.
because it
No,
was so
it's
funny.
funny.
Um,
I think there's like such a stigma behind it that
yeah,
a lot of people feel bad for like bringing it up or asking a question,
yeah.
but it's not really something that like I'll openly talk about it. So it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah. I
bother
mean,
me.
I don't see why it's not, why does it matter?
I don't know. I guess they're scared of like bringing up a trauma
Yeah, maybe,
would be
maybe. But,
the most thing that makes sense, I
and I
guess.
guess with some people that's okay. But I mean, you got to be brothers with sister with me. So that was just your life is tenfold better because of that. So,
Right.
um, yeah. Anyway, so it was just funny. And then I mean, we've got adopted cousins.
Yeah.
And I mean, I never have one time seen any of them different or you did like it's just it's who you are, your family. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. And I said to somebody one time, I said, think about it like this. I was like, our parents got stuck with us. They got to choose you.
Literally picked me out.
Literally, like
And that automatically makes me 10 times better.
like you were picked, you were chosen.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, that's true. That's true. We have another
Hmm.
cousin that said one time, told his mom, said something about um one of the traits our grandparents has, I can't remember. Like, I bet he'll do such and such. And his mom looked at him and was like, he's adopted, so it's probably not going to be the same. And he was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. So that's how we see it. Like, it's just not a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but you know, I don't know where I was going with that. It's funny how some people act when that's brought up.
It
Uh,
is. It's like it freezes their system and they don't know how to
yeah,
respond.
Yeah, I
Which
think I
I guess I can
genuinely.
understand. Like, what do you like? Oh, I'm sorry, or like, congratulations. Like,
So sorry, your parents are
I'm sorry that you were placed into
deadbeat.
such a great home. Like,
You got a tear. Oh man. I mean, really,
it's a
and
bad
I'm sure.
start, but it's not a bad life, you know?
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, it turned out all right. So,
Okay-ish. Somewhere in the middle of
yeah,
everything has been
no.
fine.
Okay, okay. So singing, you started like right out of the bat. You'd be like, "I'm gonna sing," na, 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 na," and you'd sing these little songs.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Man, I wish she'd hush."
And I still do that to this day at work.
Right, but your voice has gotten better. Um, and like you, when's the first time you sang in public? Do you remember?
I want to say, I think it was at a Christmas play
Probably.
when we were still going to Bethel.
Yeah,
I think I had like a little solo in one of the kids' plays.
yeah. Did anybody tell you did good?
Yeah, I think so.
So I,
I think that's when the world saw my talent for the first time.
I'll say so. I like to act and sing in plays and stuff. And I was in a Christmas play at Bethel. This was long before you. You weren't even wouldn't even been born. Actually, you might have been born. I was no, I was probably 9, so you wouldn't have been born. I was like star of the show. And I'll never forget one of the jokes, and I put it in a Christmas play that I wrote because it's just hilarious. So it was basically like the North Bethlehem Yankees and like the South Bethlehem Rednecks. It was kind of like the Christmas play. And so you
Right.
had the rednecks were like the farmer, the like the shepherds and stuff. And so
Right.
the northern one was like the innkeeper and all that group. Well, anyway, I was the one of the northerners, which makes sense, right? With my voice. But anyway,
Yeah.
what the best joke? I mean, meanest best joke I've ever heard in a Christmas play or a church play ever probably was in this kid's play, and I got to say it. And the we're arguing, me and the guy, the leader of the South, and I said, "Bah, I hear your mama calling,"
Oh, I remember the play that you put that in.
and I added that to a play because it's so funny. It's so funny, and I'm like, everybody I've ever told that thought it was hilarious. Um, so I did. I had to use that joke, but yeah, it was mean and hilarious. But that same play, I was told by multiple people, "You're really you should take acting like you could be a star." I think
Yeah.
that's why I got a podcast because I thought I was going to be a star, and I've not made it, so I'm trying to make it. I deserve to be a star.
This
No, uh,
this is the episode it happens.
well,
This is where it all falls
this
into
will blow up, and
place.
you'll think it's all because of you.
Yeah,
Um,
it will be because of me.
it'll be because of my mama the sheep joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, so we both sang and acted and did that stuff, and
Yeah.
Nick really did too. Honestly, that's our other brother. I say our other brother. It's my only brother. Her other brother. I guess that's how you would say that because I'm your brother.
Yeah.
Anyway, um, and he wanted to be on here too, but he told me I tried to record with him one day, and he was like, "Make Jasmine go first." And I'm like, "What does it matter? They like they can come out the same day. It doesn't. No, just make her go first." Okay, so here she is first. So he, he was different though. Like he wasn't loud. He's not as loud and obnoxious as me or you. And so,
Yeah.
but it was kind of a shock to people when he would sing. Like I remember his senior year, he sang like a cappella, which is tough. I don't know how somebody just does that, but he came out and did it on stage, and it was great. So, um, that's kind of a cool thing. But you singing like you sang, let's see, at Pisgah, you sang all 4 years in the country show, right?
Well, 3 years because I graduated in 2020, and so that was canceled from COVID. So
The 3 years you were able to sing, you got to sing.
yes.
And the cool thing with that is like freshmen don't usually get solos in that show. It's not very. I mean, on when I was there, it just didn't happen.
Mhm.
So the fact that you made it all 3 years says a lot, I think. But we might could put in a song by you in here. I'll try to see if I can fit one in. If we don't get
Okay.
copyright distractions, but who knows? But anyway, like, what's your favorite song you've ever sang? You have a favorite?
Honestly, My favorite one was the one I was supposed to do my senior year. That's the song
Yeah.
I was most excited for. I think it suited my voice really well,
Right.
and I was devastated about my senior year for that sole reason of not being able to sing that song.
Yeah. I mean, that's a
Um,
big hit, really, to
yeah,
miss out on that. It sucks.
yeah. And I remember because we were able to have like a few practices. You know, you go in and you practice with the band before the
Yeah.
country show, and I remember going in all of the songs that I'd ever done drums. None. It was every year. I never chose a song that had drums in it.
Yeah.
And so I get up there, I'm starting to sing, and one of the guys in the band, he was like, "Yeah, you'll never leave Harlan alive if you're a drummer," because I had never done one with drums.
What? Oh.
Yeah, yeah, they asked if I had something against drums, and I didn't. I don't know why I couldn't pick a song that had drums in it. So that was a very good memory. I love that.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. So you've not sang in a while. When's the last time you sang?
This karaoke count?
Sure.
I did. I mean, I've done karaoke like
Oh, well.
a few times within the past
What's your
year, but
go-to karaoke song?
not really. I switch it up a lot. I've
Yeah.
done Back to Black by Amy Winehouse a few
Yeah.
times.
Don't you have a video of that one?
I have a video of that one somewhere. Yes.
Yeah, give me that video. We'll post that.
Okay, I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah. I that's it. That's your ones you've done a few times. Like that is that your best, you think?
Done that one a few times. I did Strawberry Wine.
That song I always hated, like all my life. Literally all my life. And me and
What?
Nick,
Why?
me and Nick went to a concert for this little local kind of, I mean, more I'd say a regional group. They're out of Kentucky, and it just their songs make me think of Kentucky. So
Yeah.
we went and saw them, and they sang that, and I was like, okay, this song's not as bad as I like always. I just always hated it and changed it. But you actually listen to it, it's like it's kind of sad and like I don't know, memory driven the whole thing. And
Yeah.
like those songs just hit, I guess the older you get, maybe. I don't know, because you realize, when you're living in the moment, I always tried to enjoy everything and I still try to, but it's hard at the same time and it goes by so fast. You're stuck with memories and places you can never go back to. I think that's the hardest part of it. You can't go back. Like, and
Yeah.
it's not necessarily even maybe it's more people than things, I think a lot of the times. Like our mom's from Kentucky, Harlan, where you were going to sing, and like just to have one more day in a smoke filled holler house,
Yeah.
would be worth $1 million. It would be worth more than that, and that just won't ever happen. And that's what sings like you take for granted. We take for granted small things a lot of times in life, but let's talk about Kentucky a little bit because I miss it. What's like? What do you think when you think about Kentucky? Like, what's your first thoughts?
I think there's two things that really come to my mind. One is with Mamaw Davis, and is with Papaw Davis.
Yeah.
Um, the one the one with Papaw Davis is they used to do the bingo scratchers,
Yeah.
and they let me do one time, and I won
Yeah.
just a free ticket.
Yeah.
Okay, so he takes me to the gas station.
Yeah.
We go in, and he was like, before we go in, he said, "Do you want another ticket, or you want to just get the money?" I told him I wanted another bingo ticket because I was about to strike it big
Yeah.
in Little Jasmine's world. So we go in, and I'm like standing behind him, and he goes up to the counter, and he tells the cashier that he wants another bingo ticket, and she said, "Sorry, we don't have any more." And he turns around and he said, "Jasmine, they're out. What do you want instead?" And I was petrified. I thought that I was going to go to jail
My granddaughter's really getting
because
it. What do
I
you
was
want?
like, I'm not old enough to be doing this.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
go to jail
Yeah.
for doing it. She's about to
No,
call the
no, it's
cops.
not mine. It's not mine.
So I think of that one a lot. And then I
Yeah.
think of taking Mama Davis to the movies, and I think
Yeah.
this is when we went and saw Marley
It's
and
Marley
Me,
and Me. Yeah, this is
which was
funny.
a traumatic experience for
Well, before
me.
you tell your story of it, you were young. I mean, you were first grade,
I
maybe.
was, yeah, probably
And
young and emotional.
yeah, and so if anybody's not seen Marley and Me, this is a big spoiler. So you want to turn off now. The dog dies. Obviously, that's how every movie with a dog goes. The dog dies, and Jasmine is sitting there. Everything's quiet in this theater, and she's sitting there, and then all of a sudden we hear, and she bust out crying. And me and my mom, and I think was Nick there?
Nick was there.
You know, we start laughing because she's just uncontrollably crying like she just lost her dog. And it was so funny. But go ahead and tell your part because this is funny too.
Tell that part of the story. But it was like I've not watched that movie since. I refuse to watch it again
Yeah.
because I can't handle it. And I tried to hold in my cries. I really did,
Yeah,
but I just
it was
couldn't.
one of those like a burst of energy came out first, so you know you were trying to not do it, but it just burst through all the resistance and it's just echoed through the cinema.
Yeah. Um, but then we go back outside because Mama won't come with us. She's standing out there smoking a cigarette because she thought it was a commercial break and thought that we'd come outside and get her after the commercials were over. And she stood out there the entire movie.
Yeah, the whole movie she was out there thinking it was a commercial and waiting on us to come out. I still don't get it really because she'd been to the movies before. Oh,
That was so funny.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's one of my all-time favorites is her thinking it was a commercial. And her just being confused. She's like, I was wondering why y'all never came out.
I was wondering. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I miss Grippos.
I do too. I do.
Anybody don't know what that
I would drive to Kentucky
is? Just to get the
just on a
Grippos.
Saturday, just there and back, just for Grippos.
Yeah, they're good. They're a good chip for sure. There's
Yes.
just, I mean, when I think about it, there's just too many, and like it said, it's not big things, but it's just the
No.
little things that you really miss. Just the small, I don't know, the breakfast, like a Sunday breakfast. I don't know. It's just things that you feel like it's going to happen forever and they just don't. And
Yeah.
it changes quickly. And that's how life is. It kind of sucks. So, anyway,
It does. Just
let's
like the
change.
cup.
Huh?
The cup.
Oh, let's tell that story. Okay. This is a good one. I didn't think about this. So, we'd always go up like the weekend before Christmas and spend it because we would be home for Christmas. And so you were like 3. Like you were
Very
fresh.
young.
You were 3 or 4. You were fresh with the fam, fresh there. So we get up at Friday. We always opened presents and did our Christmas on Saturday, but we got there on Friday night. And my aunt said, Jasmine, I'll give you one of your presents. And so she gives it to her and she opens it and it's a cup that says Jasmine. And she starts boo-hooing like Marley died again and just starts crying and goes in the other room. And my cousin's husband looked at our aunt and said, I don't think she liked that cup.
I was sick though.
And
It
she
wasn't
claimed
about,
she was sick,
I
but it just
swear.
so happened that she cried when the cup came out.
Well, I guess I just reached my peak sickness
Just
level.
reached it right there. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. Really, really funny. But all right, let's shift gears. There's 3 questions I ask everybody that comes on. I know you don't like the questions, but I'm gonna ask them anyway. So,
Okay.
number 1, favorite movie of all time.
My favorite movie of all time would be Tommy Boy.
Really?
Tommy Boy is my ultimate favorite movie. I love it so much.
So one of the like a couple of the memories that I like, I mean, but obviously I have a lot of memories with you and Nick, but one of my favorite memories of just the 3 of us is one Christmas Eve, we were like, we don't want to watch any more Christmas movies. And so we watched Tommy Boy. You remember that? And we just sat there and laughed all night because we watched Tommy Boy.
It's stupid funny.
It's just stupid funny. Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
few movies like that. That is a good one. That's hilarious. Okay, favorite TV show of all time.
My favorite TV show. I think it would be Seinfeld or The King of
Okay.
Queens. One of the two.
Yeah, those are both good. Jasmine has my taste. TV shows.
Yeah.
But that's what we watched.
That's what we watched. And so
watched them
that's
a
what
lot.
stuck.
So, yeah,
And I can't watch like hardly anything new because of that.
Yeah, because they don't compare.
No, they
the
don't.
best.
Everything
It's
they
not.
put out these days are just terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. No, those are both great. Those are both great. Okay, last one's favorite musical artist of all time.
I don't know how to answer this one because I don't know who my favorite artist would be.
Yeah. Tough.
I would say I'll probably take after Mom with this, and I would probably say Elvis.
That's who I say. Yeah.
I would absolutely
It's just
say that.
combining everything together. Like it's not one aspect of Elvis, it's just him. It's like the image,
Yeah.
the person, everything he did, it's just like put it all together and that's the top one. So
Yeah, and then I think like the memories that come with like putting a certain Elvis song on
that
and
makes
the
sense.
memories I can think of with it.
Yeah.
So it's I don't have any bad memories in relation to Elvis.
Yeah. That's fair. That's a good point. It's a good point. We went to Graceland, me and Nick and you and Mom, and that well, that was a trip. So everybody's probably gonna be like, "Where's your dad to all these stories?" Well, he didn't go on this trip, and so he's there. We just didn't address him today. I mean, we could later, but anyway, this trip it was just us, and we Nick is like, "I hate this, I hate this." And then if you watch him, everything in Graceland, he's like reading.
His eyes light up.
He's like, da, 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 da. He could tell us more about Graceland than the tour guide because he inhaled that place, didn't he?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then we get to Elvis's grave and he's boo-hooing. He's acting like he's not. No, I don't know if he was crying. I was crying.
Like me during Marley and Me, except
Nick
he
was
was able
holding
to
it
hold
in
the
too.
cries back.
He was holding it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. That was fun. He won't say Elvis when I have him on though.
No, I think he'll probably say Kurt Cobain.
Probably, yeah.
That's my guess. You'll have to let me know what his response is, but I think it'll be like Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Or the whatever the weird music the other day were.
You broke
Whatever
up
that
real bad
artist
there. What'd
is.
you say?
The music videos he sent us the other day. That's probably
Oh,
I think
those are
that's his
just
new favorite
weird.
artist.
That's a weird artist.
Terrible. I clicked on the first one. I listened to 10 seconds of it, and I said, "This is the worst thing I've ever heard." And I refuse to open any more links he sends me.
He sent me one called like Daddy's Day or something. And it was a kid singing to his dad, but it wasn't. I mean, it was the group singing it, and it was like them as kids, supposedly. I was like, this is terrible.
It's pretty bad.
Terrible music. How do you even find stuff so bad? Like, I don't even get it. Ugh.
And Nick's just like a big supporter of it. I feel like
it's good.
if I wrote my own songs and I started putting them on YouTube, singing them, I think Nick would still prefer whatever that was over me. He probably wouldn't even watch my YouTube page if I had one.
It.
No. But those, oh, he loves them.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Well, I hate to wrap it up, but we don't have much time left here because you got to get back to work, and I do too.
Yeah.
Appreciate you taking time out of your day to visit with us on this show.
You're
And we'll have it out. We'll have it out soon. Guys, thanks for listening. We can get Jasmine back on one day. Maybe we'll do Nick individually and then get y'all all together, and that'll be a mess of a show, but we'll try to do it. You know, mess or mess. Ha ha ha. I thought it was funny.
I think it would be good. We should do that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right. Well, this has been another episode of Craig Messer's Front Porch Stories. Thank you guys for listening. We will see you next week. Hey, y'all. I'm Craig Messer, local realtor with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Heritage out here in beautiful Haywood County, North Carolina. We've got 2 offices to serve you, one in Maggie Valley and one in Canton.
If you are looking to buy or sell, this is the perfect time to do so, and Western North Carolina is the greatest place that you can do it. Western North Carolina is what we like to call God's country. We've got beautiful mountains, beautiful valleys, beautiful rivers, great people, great downtown scenes, great schools with some of the greatest rivalries in all of the Southeast. I'm a local. I was born here and raised here, went to school here, I go to church here, and now I'm raising my own family here. And I can attest that there's nowhere else that I would rather be. And if you're looking to buy or sell, reach out to me and let's start this journey together. Whether you want to be up on the mountaintop or down here in the valley, we can find a place for you.